Can you tell what happened at the Baron play where we got the Ashe and Fizzled? You know that you can't QSS Fizzled, right? Like, I feel like everyone was complaining after the game that I wasn't QSSing Fizzled, but you haven't been able to QSS Fizzled for like ages. Like, they changed this a long time ago. But I feel like I kind of fucked myself a little bit though, because I bought Stopwatch, and then I got hit by Arrow, and then I bought QSS. Like, okay, so basically, in a dream world, right, you can QSS Fizzled, and then I only need QSS. But you can't QSS Fizzled, and at the mid portion of the game, I felt like I was more scared of Fizz than Ashe, so I bought Stopwatch. But then I got hit by Ashe ult, so my Stopwatch was useless, right? So I sold it, since I used it as well, and bought a QSS instead. And then in the next fight, I got hit by Fizz ult, which I can't QSS. So it was just like, my bad, honestly, it was just my bad. But the Baron one, I don't know what I could have done differently. First of all, we didn't have vision. On spec, it probably looks really stupid because we're like doing Nash, and they're just on the outside of the wall here. But we didn't actually see them. I didn't see them Ashe ult me or Fizz ult me, so once I was hit by both, I was dead, or most likely dead, because I can't QSS the Fizz ult. And then in mid, obviously, I should have flashed, but I thought someone would block so that I could keep my flash and then we could just fight afterwards. But I understand that in such like pressure scenario that you don't want to put yourself out there, so I should have just flashed. I wonder if running clans would have helped. No, it wouldn't have. I honestly feel like people are just nitpicking at this point. I played really well for the majority of the game, and I just had this one int mid-fight, and the Baron was whatever, because I didn't see them, so there was nothing I could have done. Maybe I could have pressured more, but you have to realize as well that we don't have top prio, we don't have mid prio, and I'm laning against Fizz with Tamken's ult / Elise in between. There's no way I use my early game lead to anything proper other than slowing down the enemy. So if you ask me, I played a pretty good game for the majority of the time, but then obviously you had the mid-int fight, which was like a really crucial part of the game, and I died at the Nash as well. But as I said, I couldn't really have avoided that one, because if you looked at the game from my perspective, I didn't see them. So even though they were like right next to me, there was no way for me to dodge or to react to their play. But from spec, it probably looks really retarded, right? Because we're like right next to each other, but we don't actually see each other. Or well, I guess they saw us, but we didn't see them. So there's that. No, I want to explain myself. It's no biggie. I just want people to get off my ass, I guess. Like, I'm actually trying my best, you know. It's not like I am intentionally running it down or anything. I'm in it to win it. But I agree. Mid-fight was stupid. Should have just flashed Arrow. And Baron was pretty much whatever I'd say. Since I didn't see them, you could argue that was a bad call. But at the same time, we were in a pretty dire situation where everywhere was losing other than me. So I understand that we want to eliminate the threat of Baron by taking it ourselves. But unfortunately, like 4 of us died or something for it. So kind of sucked. But it was still worth it, because even though we didn't have it, there wasn't a Nash anymore to take, so it was good. Then Elder was obviously unlucky. We TP'd back to try to defend when it wasn't really needed, but normally we get Elder there, TP back, defend our base, and contest everything on the map, so it was a good play as well. If anything, I'm just happy that I managed to pull off a Lucian game on stage. Not saying it was super insane or anything, it's just the other Lucian games I played, I didn't really get much in my laning phase, but in this one I was like 60 CS up or something, so I was really happy about that. If we had more balls, we would have probably dived them as well a couple of times, but we're kind of scared about mid situation, so we're like just throwing resources there. Let's see, we have $5 from Haloon, saying congrats on your win and 2-0 week. Do you think you, as Fnatic, should have tried to punish their mid-jungle aggression more often? Hope you'll win next week too. Honestly, I don't know what happened this game in mid jungle. I felt like we were winning bot really hard, but we couldn't really punish them more than take a couple of plates and have a CS lead on me. Meanwhile, normally we'd be able to dive them, take tower, take Drake, maybe get a couple of kills even without diving them. Just more big stuff, I guess. So not really sure what happened exactly. I haven't rewatched the game, but I could understand if they can't really get mid prio versus Elise Fizz, especially after 6. Sounds really scary. How's Nemesis' personality? He's a very quiet guy, but whenever he does speak up, he says the right things, so it's just about giving him a chance to actually do so. Felt like in the beginning we were just kind of trying to play like last year, but ever since we gave him space, it's been a lot better.